Hoi hoi. How's everyone going? There we go. Yep, we're going to be doing some. Hello, testing. How long have I been quiet? I tested it out before it. Oh, hey, how are you guys doing? Okay. Did did you none of you hear any of that from the beginning? When I said hello, how you doing, Barrio? I was asking if that was you I was talking to this morning about the commissions. I think you go by a different name. I was saying hello, Rosalina, how you doing? And I was talking about dick figures and how Mondo Media got screwed over by YouTube shifting over from a purview model to a time model, which totally screwed over independent animation for a little bit there. I mean, it's now gone through sort of a renaissance. especially with the reincursion of shorts. So they just kind of moved away from one thing to another. It was really kind of dumb. Okay, well, anyway, and then also, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how Willamina, how this is going to be a drawing of Willamina from OKKO. This was a commission from a long time ago. I'm going through my footage. Is this it? Oh yeah, this is a lot of stuff. I got the Disney Jam here, which I think we already did that one. Yeah, I could probably get rid of this now. Fifi. What's Fifi? What was Fifi all about? Yeah, this was the St. Patrick's Day one. Okay, I could probably make room on the thing, but I guess I never did this one. So we're doing this one now. And I was going to say, it says here on the Wikipedia that Willamina, the vampire lady, is a lawyer. And I was like, well, is that really true, or is that just AI spouting out bullshit? And it says, nope. On Twitter, Ian basically said that, yeah, she confirmed. So word of God. Hey, Space Cammy? Or is that Kami? It's kind of a pain tuber. I mean, it's just a little icon I use to show them that I'm talking. I've got other ones that I've created, like Melanie, to break kayfabe for a little bit. There's Melanie over Melanie's Castle, and then also Prickly and Pepper. Okay, so that was you. Good. Excellent. Great. I'm working on the adjustments right now. I'm adding the pockets and the... Let's see. So there's a pocket, there's a belt, and then there's the collar. You won't be able to see her collar because of her... Mostly. I'm going to allude to it. But really, it should just be hidden underneath the... underneath her double chin. So also, Willamina is going to be dressed up in Brain Dead 13 outfit, Vivi's outfit from Brain Dead 13, because that is also a very popular vampire character. What else can I say I was doing? Oh yeah, I'm just going through. I got to make sure which ones I can, because I still have a bunch of stuff saved up that I could talk about. So I should get through that. Is this for... No, this is not for Momsters. This was a commission, so this is just it should have been, I guess, but it was just someone who wanted to see the character. Come on. Yeah. I haven't been... Let's see. I haven't watched anything new lately. I got to get back onto reviewing stuff. I just, it's just been a little bit of kind of chilling out, rewatching some old stuff, or just like catching up on podcasts. No, that's not right. That's not good. Let's see here. Let me take a break from this, and I will get you. I will throw down a commission prices. Where are you? Internet. Ignore all the lists under it where it says, or even the empty lists. I have not updated that in forever. There you go. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Good. Excellent. All right, good. This was done about last year, and it's still pretty good. I like the method of putting down the circles and everything. Although now, since I started working with the designer, I have some of these shapes pre-made. I would still have to figure out exactly what her measurements for her torso would be, but if I wanted to, I could slap down a leg and then the bottom of the leg, and then readjust it from there. It takes about the same amount of time. Have I considered doing individual episode reviews? You know what? I know they've become popular years ago, but I would do that for side-eye review. I tried doing that for or 2 at a time for what was it? What was that show? Not Titans. It was called Warriors Eternal. Unicorn. Warriors Eternal. Which, you sort of sit there and you wait for like, okay, why is this called Unicorn? And it's like, okay. All right, yeah, I guess so. That was it. I mean, it was fantastic, but it was definitely like, oh, you're just they're letting you go, huh? And you're kind of just going off on a. It was done by the same writer who did a lot of like really good Primal stuff, but also the same one who, like, also helped with Jack. And the more the last season of Samurai Jack. And the more I think about it, the more I'm just kind of like, that was a good season. But did they really need to be like? There was a few things that like probably didn't need to happen. It could have been more in line with like the original spirit of the original show, just to keep things consistent. And then you can get your jollies by doing Primal and also your Unicorn. But Unicorn was just like way too much, I think, in places. Hey, Gup. Right on. $20 per character if they're interacting. $20. I mean, let's see it. $20 plus 12 for flat characters. I should raise my prices, but I don't want to do that. Plus, you're also like I do take my time. So, but yeah, this is about an extra 12 if they're interacting with each other. 20 if it's just separate. Pardon me, I hit the microphone. And then you got the colors, which actually I should redo that. Some of these colors. still like this Fairly Odd Parents one. Yeah, this one was actually, you know what? I'm redoing this one. This one might be one of my favorite pieces of artwork that I've ever done because it just works perfectly. Timmy's in the foreground. The magical energy cuts the two pieces in half. And then Boop is in the center, producing the magical energy. Wow. Man, I wish I had saved the production of this one. How much? One character? I mean, if it's just flat colors, it's $20. Let's see. I'm trying to. I figured I can make up the difference by doing like YouTube stuff and everything while I do that. Okay, there's a collar, there's the pocket. I just need to do the belt. Yeah, definitely. Well, also maybe get something under my belt, like become a little bit more pop. I don't know. I don't want to do that either. I don't want to do the thing where I become more popular. If I get like a steady gig, then I don't. Even then I wouldn't need the money. I don't know. It's just a thing. Let's see. How did you want that to be? It's and by the way, yeah, I am slow. So it's just like you can either have something good. Let's see, what's the three economic poles or the three economic points for customer service? It's you can have something. It's your choice between having something good quality, having it fast, and having it cheap. You can pick two of those at the very least. And that's about right. You can have something good and you can have it cheap, but you can have it slow. Oh, geez. Princess Rosalina in her striker's outfit, crop top and shorts. Okay, very good. I will make a note of that right now. Now, what I do for this here, I don't know if I should show you the process. Let's see. Let's hide everything. I'll give you a live demonstration of how this works. Let me close up all my stuff. Should I? I don't know which one will pop up. Which screen will pop up? I'm not sure. Let's see. What do I add? I add a window capture. Yeah. And it's no, not a window capture. It's not window. It's a screen capture. Okay, let's see. Display capture. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Okay. That's a lot. Wait, no, where is it? Okay, it's everywhere. It's everywhere at once. Okay. Maybe you shouldn't be seeing that. Actually, you know what? Let me see. Yeah, actually, let's get rid of this. I'll demonstrate this later. But what I do is I have something called Pure Ref. And what I do here is I take a screenshot of what you wanted. Did you watch the whole OKKO series? Hey, Jess. Yes, I did. It was very... no. Okay. I hit Control Alt Delete instead of Control Alt Print. Okay. That was scary. Okay, so I got Rosalina Bob, 64. Okay. Yeah, I don't do lives. I could start doing those. That would be good. I've had Super Chat for a while, I guess. It was just one of those things YouTube did. Here. Did I watch the whole OKKO series? Should we just like here? Let me just do a little improv review of OKKO. Let's see. Do I have filter here? No, I don't have it here. That's fine. That's fine. We can work with this. Is the commission going to be... Your commission is going to be flat colored, which means there's going to be no shading on it, but it will be colored with good line art. Let's see. Okay, I've got you here. So now I'm going to look up some references of Rosalina in her striker's outfit. Yeah, I watched the whole OKKO series. I thought it was very charming. Especially the art style, which at first I was like... At first I thought it was like a little rough, especially since they included... Like, they tried to include as much as the pencil drawings as possible. But I just, like, it was really charming, especially if you are familiar with Ian's earlier works. Here, let me go in my bookshelf and see if I can find it. It's RPG. RPG World. Here we go. I've got the first volume from Keenspot. I should go and see if there's a whole collection I can buy. Unfortunately, I don't know if RPG World is now kind of considered under the purview of under like Cartoon Network, since both Hero and what's his name? What was his name? Here, I'm looking through it. It shows up. Galgaron. Oh, cool. Galgaron. So yeah, it kind of just reminds me of like a cute parody thing. After, you know, especially after Steven Universe, I was like, huh, that's weird. Oh. I know the comics ended years ago, but they should still have a book. Or let's see, I have RPG World. Let's see, I have the first volume, which was great. I should actually draw some of these characters, especially the mage girl. Man, this takes me back, like Dandy and Company, and just a bunch of like really great. Okay, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, Rosalina. Hold on, Jess. I will answer that question. Rose. Strikers. Do you want her doing anything specific? Like maybe... Oh wow, this is weird. just regular strikers? Because I have from Mario Strikers, and she's got like a helmet and stuff. Hold on. Let's see. She's decked out. Mario Strikers, is she... Do you want her wearing just her... No, wait. Actually, there's... Oh, damn it. It's one of those things where they gave her a bunch of different outfits. Let's see. Rosalina. You've got this one. You've got the one where she's covered up mostly. You've got the armored one. That's Striker's Club. I don't think that's the one you were talking about. This might be fan art. Let's see. Princess Rosalina in her Striker's outfit. Crop top and shorts. Okay, here, let me add that to the description. Crop top and shorts. Because I have Striker. There should be crop top and short set. There's one where she's got a jacket around her. Okay, I'm guessing that this is the official one. It will be... Here, I'm going to add this to the thing. And I need you to confirm if this is the outfit or not. That armor's kind of sick, though. Ah, dang. Okay, won't fit in the damn thing. Let's see. No, this definitely looks like it's fan art. But this might be okay to work with. Hey, Fish Center, how's it going? Here, is that what it's supposed to look like? Because I've got different versions. One's where she's wearing like long sleeve stockings and a long sleeve shirt and stockings. And then there's the one with armor on with a helmet. And then this is the one that looks close. Although it just looks like it's kind of maybe a reconfigured Princess Peach. When I think Rosalina, I think those sleepy eyes that she has. But she's pretty awake in the official versions, it looks like. Okay, now what were we talking about? Do you think you would happen if Laser Blast stayed with Point? Do I have any headcanons involving OKKO? Headcanons. You know, I was thinking about something the other day, but I forget what it was. It's really interesting how both OKKO has like Sonic the Hedgehog is now kind of officially part of the OKKO canon, and Captain Planet. Okay, that's the one. Okay, well, that's the one I'm going to work with. The other ones with armor and the long sleeves, that'll just be a character guide. But that's the one we'll work with. Okay, very good. Hey, Gent, how's it going? Also in animation news, yes, we do have a new Gumball coming up. Oh, I was going to say, it's also pretty clever that way. That basically, Boxman is basically just Robotnik. Is Robotnik from the animated series, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which I'm going to take a bold stance, I think is actually probably the best animated version. of Sonic, not including the movies. Just, I don't know. There's something like I tried rewatching Sad AM, which had a great comic book attached to it, but the actual show itself was just kind of, I don't know, just kind of disappointing in places. Like especially with the animation wise, sometimes you know what I'm talking about. Um, and then I do think that had a much more. I mean, the most menacing Robotnik definitely goes to the Sad AM Robotnik. Um, unless you include the Islamophobia of the current Robotnik. But anyway, yeah, I definitely say that he's the most menacing Robotnik. But the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was definitely the most. What am I trying to say? The funner one, the funnest one, and especially just with a wonderful performance by what was his name? Long John Barley, Barley. I forget if it's named Barley or Barely. I've been doing good. Trying to get back into the flow of stuff. Oh man, if you want to hear a good song, like there was a point where it was like that weird shift that happened. You know, like how Aerosmith, the lead singer, like his voice just like ruptured, and then he had that unique sound to him. He had two basically unique sounds, like pre and post blowout. John went through a similar thing. Let's see. Long John Baldry. Long John Baldry. Okay. Who unfortunately did pass away in 2005. But let's see. Here we go. This is a wonderful song. And I'm going to put it in right now for you guys to listen to. Shut up. No one needs that. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, he speaking of dreaming, he was also Silas the Sandman, which is another thing I have ready for this year's Halloween. Hey Condor. Okay, so that's Mexico. That was a wonderful song done by him, and it's definitely like a 1960s. Yeah, he's kind of like a Canadian. Oh crap. Neil Diamond in his earlier years, in his early career, and then he got that really kind of deep, low voice that helped him with like being Robotnik, and he also appeared in a episode of MacGyver as part of the shadowy figures. But yeah, it's just interesting having. Yeah, he was definitely Canadian. Definitely Canadian. Hello, Huntress the Vamp. Um, I don't know. I don't know why I said definitely Canadian. Like it should just be obvious, but so yeah, it was just fun having basically what another version of Robotnik would be in a different Robotnik style. I don't know how Long John would approach the Saturday morning Sonic. We know how the original voice actor for Grounder would approach Robotnik, because he ended up taking over for Jim Cummings when they did Sonic Underground. I guess for some reason they just couldn't get it was I know exactly what happened. There's something weird happened with Deke. They started using different studios, and they kind of screwed themselves over. Or actually, no, they were screwed over by the people that did Trolls, because when they did their Trolls reboot, I forget what happened there. They weren't happy with the production or something, and they accused them of embezzling from the budget. Which, you know what? That Troll series, it was okay. It was just another Deke show at the time. Let's see what I got here. Oh yeah. Oh no, I gotta save this here. I'm gonna save it now. Rosalina, soccer. It wasn't. I mean, the animation airs again. When you say the animation airs on Sonic Underground, I would put Sonic Saturday Morning, Sat AM on that same level, where it's like, oh, the animation is, I don't know, and then sometimes these characters are just, I would say The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I would even put that above the anime, like Sonic X, because I did not care for Sonic X all that much. Like high marks for, I guess, being the one series that had an animated Rouge. And then you have Sonic Boom, which that didn't have a budget either, but at least they made it interesting with like weird kind of slice of life stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, that used to be what Deke was. And then they were on top of the game when they had like Ghostbusters, and then they screwed themselves over with that. I'm not even saying that. There's just something. It's weird. I think only the Sonic movie has really sort of nailed down how Sonic should move, thanks in no small part to all of the, the predecessors of things like, well, I'm thinking of Quicksilver from the Fox animated X-Men movies and stuff like that. But even Sonic Boom, they tried to like keep that afloat a little bit with some comedy. And Candy DeMilo as Badger, Styx the Badger, is also like really cute. He's just like a really cute character, especially making them like a weird psychotic, like the paranoid. Oh, my God, I totally forgot about Sonic Prime. Actually, I watched like the first episode of Sonic Prime, but yeah, same sort of thing. I mean, I got to check it out in full to actually see. Hey, chill guy. Yo, is this actually the creator, or well, the reimaginer of I can't even say it. I can't pronounce it. You do good stuff. I like it. Hold on, Jess. I'll answer all your questions. You don't need to give me $5 every time you want to ask a question. But I thank you very much. That's appreciated. Oh yeah, I do like the inclusion of badniks. There is always something interesting about like a rogues gallery of characters to me, especially when it comes to like I do like how. No, it's okay. I just feel I don't know. I'm still used to the whole stuff. You've given me so far? Let's see. Is there a commission that you would like? Because you've given me enough money for one. If that's 10, that's at least a line art. Yeah, if you wanted some line art, I could give you some. But wait, what was I going to say? I love the Rogues Gallery, and I like the idea in the Sonic Adventure, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I like the idea of coconuts. I was going to call them monkey bone. I like the idea of coconuts being like this like lower level minion in the background. Ooh, I should do a familiar faces on coconuts. I'm going to write that down now. That's totally good. Coco nuts. Sonic. Watch in about a week. I'll forget what that means. But anyway, I love the idea of you can do the Pines from Space Channel 5. Who's Ulu Lala? Is that has to do with something with Space Channel 5? Ulu Lala, Space Channel 5 is a fictional... Oh, her! Yeah. Oh man, what was this from? What game system was this on? Sega! Cool. Okay. It looks like they updated her look a little bit. No? Okay, orange and white. Right. Here's her with a tennis racket. This definitely looks like something the French would make. I don't know why, but it's also the colors of just orange and white. They love orange and white. But anyway, headcanon Styx as a dimensional traveler like Blaze. She's from Sonic Boom. Oh, yeah, that was right. Blaze was in that series. I do need to check that out. Hey, Herney. You activated when you heard Monkey Boats. Damn, we've got all the warriors here today. There's a Space Game Boy Advance game. Related to OKKO, I just remembered Ian owns a cell of Calamity the Huntress, Doming Robotnik. Oh yeah, that's right, the Huntress. I did a drawing of her for a commission of her hunting down Amigo, the Samba guy. Samba Amigo? Yeah. The creator of the toothbrush fish. That's giving me a hard time. Dreamcast. That activated my neurons. I remember I bought a Dreamcast right when it was starting to get on sale, or they were going on clearance, and I ended up getting Sonic and Sonic. Actually, it was for my birthday. That's right. It was a birthday gift. I managed to get like a shit ton of games, and Sonic 1 and 2, and Sonic Shuffle, and what else was there? What else? I got like the collection, and basically a bunch of Sonic games, and then the best of collection. And it was all for like $100 because everything was tanking. Sorry, Sega, but I was broke then and had to wait. Crazy Taxi. You know what? I've actually never played Crazy Taxi. Oh, okay. I just wanted to say hi real quick. I'm actually going to say hello to your doggo for me. What kind of dog is it? You can't say that without telling us, without giving us mental image. Actually, I've never played. Actually, no. I was going to say I never played Crazy Taxi. But I did play Crazy Taxi in the arcade, so I did play it, just not that long. I actually played it with a bunch of friends when we went to Knott's Berry Farm. They had arcades. They had like really good arcades in these. What was I going to say? These theme parks. I won a bunch of claw machine toys or dolls for a bunch of girls then. Oh, and I also did play a lot of Simpsons Hit and Run, which that's pretty much the same premise, right? Here, also let me put your name, Jess Springer. Oh, damn it! I did it again. I hit Control Alt Delete instead of print. They're not even close to each. Well, they're sort of close to each other, but. And let me get your name on there, and then we'll do Ula. Just her doing just a basic dance, that sort of thing. No clue. He's a rescue mutt. My mother really wants to get a dog soon. We may do that for Grandma's birthday because she just Grandma said that after everything's said and done, go on a trip and get yourself a dog. Simpsons Road Rage is the Crazy Taxi one. Okay. Okay, fair enough. I actually forgot which one was which for a second there. Isn't the okay? So the Crazy Taxi one is the one where the where Marge at the start says where the plant is irradiating everyone, and Mole Man is like, "Please kill me," and Marge is all like, "Oh my god, that poor man! I really hope someone does kill him." Is that the Crazy Taxi one? Let's see. Okay, so I got to make a list of things to check out. One is Sonic Prime, which I know that he goes to different universes. He goes to, which is actually something that Sonic the Hedgehog started. I mean, I not that he started, but I first recognized as a concept in sci-fi, um, because he in the comics in the Archie comics he would do that a bunch of times. He met his evil counterparts. He visited in a tie-in comic to promote Sonic Underground. He did go and visit his himself and his siblings. And at the time, I think Sonic had blue eyes because they were trying to make him look more like his video game counterpart. So they would have to do the weird things in order to like make sure that the comic book aligned with what was happening in the video games. For example, Amy Rose was introduced in like the 25th issue of the comic books, and I think that was the first issue done by Spaz, which was like really great. But okay, yeah, I think it was like she was introduced in the 25th issue, and she was done in like her regular like little kid thing, and then right before they did a tie-in for Sonic Adventure, they had it so that she wished on a magic ring, and that turned her older. So it basically turned her into the Amy Rose from Sonic Adventure. So in the comic book now, she was canonically older. And they had to do something where Sonic had to like prevent like a doomsday ray from like destroying Mobius. So he had to run around the planet at super speed with a Chaos Emerald. And when it hit him, it changed his eyes blue. That's about it. And that was a weird gimmick where it was done backwards because everyone was doing the momentum thing right then. You remember that one? Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't know if Ken Penders wrote that or not. There's some things that you look back and it's like, I think Ken was like responsible for a lot of like the soap opera stuff that involved the series. And then a lot of other authors like came up with more reasonable good things. Like he was responsible for most of the drama around basically anything that included Knuckles and that society, which is why he claims like he owns the rights to what's your face, and he can make a comic featuring her, even though it's clearly an echidna. Oh, that's not right. Holes don't go on the other belt buckle; they go on this side. Yeah, he wrote some okay stuff, but I was just gonna say that it was more of like weird soap opera drama stuff. I'm trying to remember who did the other things. Damn Ninja, hey, line art commission Squirrel Girl dressed in the bikini. Okay, you know what? I could do that. Let's see. Let me open that back up again. It should be 18. Yeah, I was going to say, the Canadian dollar should probably be stronger than the American dollar right now. And we're just going to bump that up to a colored. Because I like you. Who said that? That was an angry video game nerd thing. He did that in one episode. Let's see. You can decide the pose, have it done in the swimsuit pose. Okay, so it's basically Squirrel Girl as Sandy Cheeks. Okay, cool. What did I watch recently? Oh yeah, it was on Disney Channel. It was Squirrels Want to Have Fun. Here, let me just pop in a thing for you, a link. And I was thinking about Squirrel Girl. Like someone should put a someone should like take footage from the video game and then sync that up to this song. It was Broken Karaoke. It was Kif. Squirrels. Who is, by the way, I did not know this until recently, but Kif is the same voice actress who did Horse in Centaur World. It's just weird having like the two characters together. Have I played Marvel Rivals? Yes, I have. I've played it on a very rough experience because I have a very bad, not a bad, it actually was top of the line processor maybe about 10 years ago. But now I need to go and get another computer, which, you know what? Knock on wood, I didn't want to jinx this or anything, but I should have a new computer being delivered to my house tomorrow. It's got DRM5. It's got a GTX 4080 Super Edition. 8 gig of RAM for that. It's got a cooling thing. And it's got what I was really looking for. I was debating whether or not just to get a new motherboard and processor, because I was like, I do have I still do have a 4 something on one computer, and I won I did what they call winning the silicone lottery with a earlier one, because I got two identical processors. One I bought online and one another one I bought online, and they were supposed to be identical. And I was wondering what the hell happened. Why was one stronger than the other? And that's just, I had to look up what is called the silicone lottery. Silicone lottery. I was going to say how not the Lincoln lottery, the silicone lottery. Google, you're getting a little too big for your britches. Okay, let's see. And this was on PC Build. Basically, there's microscopic differences in the chips. And some of them are a little bit... Oh, no. Oh, wait, no, that's just a store. What's the best definition for this? The variations of performance among individual CPUs or GPUs chips caused by differences in manufacturing processes and silicon quality, which basically means that one chip can be more powerful or weaker than the other. I've lucked out with one, and that's the one I've been using for about going on 7 years now, without knowing that it was anything sort of special. And it's managed to like handle a lot of stuff that I was able to throw at it. And I'm very happy and grateful for that. Basically what I could do now is I can combine all the best aspects of the two computers I have, and then just use that other one for high-end streaming and stuff. And you know what? I did get a little bit of money from Grandma that she left me, and then she always said, I want you to, even mom and my uncles and aunts have been like, you know what, get something nice that'll be like, this is what grandma gave you to help you work. And I was like, okay, I'm doing it. So I used like maybe just a little bit of my inheritance to get that going. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Again, hopefully be here tomorrow. So I will definitely maybe christen it with some Marvel Rivals. Let's see. I want to play Marvel Rivals. Oh, sorry, hit the mic. Yep. She was really sweet. We have her funeral. The painting we got for the funeral. They offered different packages and stuff like that. You got to get a really nice casket. She bought her insurance for her funeral back in the 80s. So naturally, they didn't have a lot of the stuff that they had. Like the model of casket they had for her went out of style. Or the one that she picked out. So they didn't have that one. So we got basically upgraded to a bunch of nice stuff. Her casket had these like wonderful little imprints of roses in like almost platinum gold. It was really nice. And then you got your choice of a bunch of different stuff. And we got to pick out a portrait for her that was converted from a photo that we gave them. And we've got a portrait of her standing in front of her favorite tree out in her backyard. And after the funeral, we hung that in front of the entrance and exit to the bathroom. So it's just a nice little reminder. Also, I have her old license plate hanging over my doorway. Her license plate to her Saturn Aurora. Which I did not know this is not actually going out of style as well. They're not making any more parts with the Saturn Aurora. So I may need to there's a little bit of a crossroads with which car do I keep. I either keep my clunker Mitsubishi, which is just like is a Class A workhorse. How do funeral caskets go out of style? Well, the manufacturers stop making them a certain way. Or you live long enough to like really stick it to them and they have to upgrade you. That funeral casket you like is coming back in style. But anyway, the Mitsubishi's got it's got a weird issue with the battery terminal. I always have to keep cleaning it and making sure that it works that way. Or I keep the Saturn, which will definitely not have any more parts made for it. But it's not like they're making Mitsubishi parts for that now. But I don't know. We'll see. Also, the fact that it's a deep, rich blue, and we kept it in the garage all this time. So now it's just sitting out in the open, getting dirty. We have to cover it now. Which means that if I ever want to, it's just an extra little pain in the ass where you have to okay, well, I want to drive to the store. I uncover it, take it out of its special little holster, make sure that doesn't get dirty by the time I get back, and then put it back all together when I come back. Let's see, I think this is done. Okay. I'm going to flatten this, and then I'm going to pop that open and put this right there. Set that to multiply, and then set a nice, what color should I use? A nice purple, maybe a gold. No, gold sucks. How about a light blue? Green? No, yellow, orange. That might work. A little bit brighter. Yeah, this will work. It's kind of like a peach. You're not seeing this, but I am. Thank you, Condor. So yeah, I'm definitely going to, yeah. Also, it'll be good for video editing because it'll just be stronger. There was a thing about 2 years ago when Grandma was like, I forget what happened. Oh, I know what happened. My cousin needed a loan to get a new car, and she signed for it and helped him out and gave him some money. And then she looked at me and said, "Now, what do you want? Do you want that new computer?" And I was like, "No, no, Grandma, we're okay." Because I knew she had money. She didn't really have money issues, but she was always smart enough with her money to like save it. I didn't want to be like, sure, yeah. This is sort of my first like big splurge, like actually like just splurging on something and like maybe like I would think like $50 on a video game was like my biggest splurge in like maybe the last 10 years I've been hanging out with not hanging out but taking care of Grandma and helping Mom and just, you know, and my niece and stuff like that. Oh, no, go away. Also, I was wrong. There is no the update for Fortnite is on Wednesdays. I don't know when they started that stuff, but I think we're going to be playing more. Or Melanie is going to be playing more. Horizon tonight, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. Hey, Melina. Oh, Melina, you cook an egg with a spoon. That's not right, but that's my brother, and me. Amelie, that's her name. Amelie, now on DVD. This Blu-ray is gigantic. Oh, I gotta catch up on a lot of podcasts. That's another thing that sort of dropped off. I am married to the Mouse King. Is she a borrower? If you guys aren't watching, my brother, and me, especially even just the classic stuff's like really great. What else is there? Okay, I guess we should talk some more about OKKO. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I like the run. I even like the overarching story about, like, you know, the negative version of the characters and everything. I also like just the reveal of KO's dad. Just like, oh yeah, it's Laser Blast. Who was just like kind of like a really insecure dude. While even he was a hero. Fink is adorable as a character. Who voiced Fink? I'm trying to think. Was that another Candy Milo? Who, by the way, absolutely crushed it as Penelope. Or Petunia, pardon me. Penelope is the cat. And I think Ida. I always forget. I always don't know how to do her name. I think she predates the Owl House for having a bisexual character. One little peck on the little peck that they have. Her and Awesome Red or whatever it was. Oh, and that orange girl. I should draw a picture of the orange girl. Or was it a strawberry? The mother was the orange. The strawberry girl was the strawberry girl. And I think they were bullies at first. The red girl and the red Voltron girl. Oh, Haru from Beastars? Okay. Wow. That's right. She's also the nerdy girl on the Loud House. Oh, what time is it? Did someone text me? No. Nope. I think the controversy for the skeleton episodes was that it was pro gun control, and people who didn't like gun control were just pissy about it. Which is weird because there was literally a gun control episode of every cartoon in the 90s. And beyond. I was going to say there's a famous one with Static Shock that literally had to deal with school shootings. Because what the hell kind of country would keep letting that happen? Yeah, Gargoyles had one too, where wait, what was it? Brooklyn? Uh, Crap. What are their names? Let's see. Of course, there's Brooklyn. There's Goliath, but the other ones that actually got a name, that were named. Bronx? No, Bronx was the dog. Oh, here, I've got the Ravensburg Gargoyles Awakening board game with different scenarios. Let's see. Lexington. Okay, Lexington was the green guy. Who's the big guy? Hudson. Okay, Hudson was the old guy. Voiced by Mr. Up himself. Rest in peace. Brooklyn was the little red guy. Are you kidding me? It's the only one that's in the background. Broadway. Okay, Broadway, because he was broad. Of course. And he ended up with Goliath's offspring, daughter. I still don't know how that works. But yeah, I think there was one episode where he had like a gun, and he was all like, I got a gun. And of course, they had that one famous episode of Gravity Falls. Bill Cipher has a gun. This is a gun. I'll shoot you all. Right. He was Patrick Starr, and he was also the Mummy in Under Wraps, and he, the big guy on Coach. Because he had a long career before even Patrick. I was going to say he took a break from that playing, Transformers animated. The big guy. He was a construction bot. I like how in that series it really highlights that Optimus Prime's crew is just kind of like a ragtag group of just like whatever kind of robots are available at the time. Like a medical android, like a medical robot, Ratchet. I don't even know what Bumblebee was supposed to be. Another construction robot? Bulkhead, right. And then I think, who was it? Kevin Michael Richardson took over in the next iteration. The one with it's CGI animated. Had the really gnarly looking version of Megatron with the sharp teeth and the weird. It's just overall it's the pointiest Megatron in all the series. I would say my favorite Megatron is not even considered an actual Megatron. It's of course the Beast Wars Megatron. The excellent who turns out he was just some guy who took on the name Megatron after the fact. Which, does that still count? Who knows? But the animated series Megatron was also pretty good as a conniver. I think the one Megatron that I was describing, the pointy one, he gets a lot of play as being like an actual threat and an actual like warrior. Like someone who can actually like go toe to toe with Optimus. Yes. And that kind of series kind of went to pot after when it became Beast Machines or whatever. Oh, that speaking going back to like Rogues Gallery, that did have like one of my favorite introductions of the Rogues Gallery, where they're like all the original like Megatron's using all these like automated jobbers, and then he actually has to hire like real people after figuring out that AI is garbage. So he takes the sparks of like 3 random people. Well, not random. Of course, it's not random. And then puts them in like these 2 bodies, and they're all like, and the heroes get all cocky, and they're like, "Yeah, we could take them," and it's like, "Nah, bitch." Your location describes your situation. Terminal. I love that. I think he was Afterburn or something. And then Tankor and all that other stuff. Didn't make a lick of sense by the end of the series. You can watch more of that with Phalus. Yes, this is based off Vivi's outfit from Brain Dead 13, which is, I should totally see if I can actually emulate that. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they had it on Steam. Let's just say. Because that seems like a kind of old game that they would have. Steam. Brain Dead 13. That would make a good Halloween one. No. That's weird. The Steam community put Brain Dead 13 Dragon's Lair 2 Time Warp. Okay, that's a form. Come on, don't tell me. Okay, it's abandonware, actually. It says it's under abandonware. You can available on Windows. Oh, there's a DOS version. I have to figure out how to get that running. Really? Abandonware. That was the Sega Saturn. Like one of the actual Sega Saturn things. Okay, so yeah, they definitely don't have Brain Dead 13 on the store. Shit. That would have been nice. Do they have, of course they have Dragon's Lair, probably. Monster Train 2, what do you got here? What's all this? Oh, Doom. The Doom Age. I'm hearing mixed things about that one. Desktop Survivor. I saw a trailer for this the other day. It's like a little clippy. Oh, it's a It looks like it is a kind of what is it? Vampire Survivor kind of thing, where you play on your desktop with little desktop icons. It's your cursor. Oh, mini games. Okay, an Excel spreadsheet. You can play poker to earn more money. Okay, so it's not desktop Survivor. It's also different things. Oh, it's got the chill Wi-Fi girl in the background. Minecraft. Okay. Launching May. Okay, so it's been out for a day. Very positive. It's only $5, but you can try the demo if you want. Weird. I sure sound steamed. Yes, I do. The new Doom is good. I was gonna say it's hard to like make a bad Doom game now. There, you've got the formula. It should work out pretty good. Yeah, this definitely looks like a vampire. What's this? The Slorgmancer? Oh, this is another Vampire Survivor, but they're asking $20. Although the artwork looks really great. But that's just the artwork. It's more pixel style. Oh, it looks like a combination of Vampire Survivor slash aliens. No, zombies ate my neighbors, which is actually like a really good combination. Good for them for thinking of that. What else do they got? Do they got anything good? I'm gonna have an actual computer now, so I could probably run some stuff. I mean, I could run stuff, but it was always slower. I think I bought oh, what was it that I bought? Brand new. Oh, come on. Hi-Fi Rush. I bought Hi-Fi Rush when it first came out. And that ran okay. I was still having a little bit of trouble. Oh, just dropped this. Hi-Fi Rush was good. I never did beat the secret mission. And I'm sad that the studio got. Well, I mean, I don't think I think the studio got salvaged, but they made a great game and they tried to shut it down anyway. Scumbags. Who was that? EA or something? Tango Games. That's what it was called. The studio behind it. Right. Microsoft. Of course it was Microsoft. Under Crafton now. Who's Crafton? I mean, good for them, but like, who's Crafton? I don't watch a lot of this stuff. I should do better. Poop. I can't believe it. So I'm going to have to emulate that if I want to. I was trying to, like, there was a Halloween. Let's see. Every Halloween, I try to emulate Fistful of Boomstick. It's Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick. Thank you very much. What is this? But anyway, it's just a PS2 game and it was fine. It worked out. It was just a kind of mediocre game by THQ. Um, but I loved it because it was just, of course, Evil Dead. Fun fact, I'm so tired. I'm trying to be more COVID conscious recently, but my supply from the end of lockdown was almost spent. A friend of mine is involved in a group that hands out masks. At protests, I contacted them and they dropped off a huge bag of, oh, good. Yeah. I see some, sometimes I feel guilty. I see some people, especially older people, walk around with their masks and think, oh man, I should probably just be wearing one. You ever see a guy with like a mask on now in this day and age, but he's also got a Trump hat on? And it's like, boy, that's weird. Can I like talk to you for a second? Do you know what's going on with that? Can I give you a pamphlet or something? Actually, now that I'm back in the inner city, I don't see that as much. Back when I was in the suburbs, especially out in like Sun City, you'd see that a lot. But now that I'm back in the ghetto, no, it's not the ghetto. It's just inner city where there's actually like a working inner, where the government has to work now. I didn't know how much I missed living inside the city. I mean, it's not like I was living out in the boonies or what I would even consider the suburbs, but it's definitely closer to like Glendale and Sun City and places like that. So getting back out here where you're like 10 minutes away from everything is just kind of nice again. A lot more noise though. Again, you're kind of just like it might be at night and you're just hear an ambulance or something. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Ben Folds, anyone? Who's Ben Folds? Maybe I've heard of them before. It's just not ringing a bell. I'm probably well aware of their work. It's just like one of those things where it's like, no, not registering right now. In the get here, in the get here. Oh, Over the Hedge. Okay. Am I into Oz lore? Yeah, I would have to say like Oz is pretty interesting. Are we talking about like official stuff or like the stuff that came out after like the initial book? Like, are we talking about like the original Frank stuff or the stuff that came out afterwards during his? I think he left it to his estate, and they got to decide which was canon and which was not. I do have a book that is dedicated to the making of the Disney version, the Disney sequel, Return to Oz, and it covers a bunch of different stuff. Pardon me, I hit the mic. Covers a bunch of different stuff related to the beginning of Oz. Let's see, where is it? Huh. Okay, hold on. Should be. Well, I hope I didn't get rid of it. Huh. Okay, I got Jack Kirby. I got a Dictionary of Illustrations. I've got. No way. Okay, no, here it is. The World of Oz by Alan Elus. Okay, and it's got the introduction. It's basically, it focuses on like all the stuff that leads up to I mean, they got like all the oldest iterations of the Scarecrow. Like here, I'm looking at a picture now. Left is a depiction of the Scarecrow of Oz in 1915. Damn. And then you have Frank Moore as the Scarecrow. In 1914's movie, His Majesty, the Scarecrow of Oz, they made a movie in 1914 about the Scarecrow being the King of Oz before they actually made the Wizard of Oz, or the one we know about. Let's see, we got the Wizard. And then the Jack Pumpkinhead. The wooden seesaw. Yeah, you know what? And the Gnome King. Oh, man. Gnome King was like the scariest part of the... You know, they have a comic book now. Or there's a shit ton of comics. I was going to say, what's a good one is the one Scotty Young did. He did a whole series about just all the different, just different like Oz creations. Yeah, I love Oz. Let's see. I was gonna say, was there an Oz cartoon? Someone should do that. Someone should make an Oz cartoon in the same vein that they did the Foxes, Peter Pan and the Pirates. One where Tim Curry's Captain Hook, and he just totally eats up the scene. Oh yeah, there's an anime Wizard of Oz. I know that one. Has a really good opening in both the original and in the American version. In the American version, they added like a weird CGI farm. I think it was supposed to be like a re-airing for HBO. Fun on the Other Side, I think was the name of the song. But what was I gonna say? The anime opening is a little bit more, I don't know, cooler. Also, there's a video game, an RPG, like a little known Japanese RPG based on the Wizard of Oz that apparently was really, really good. Apparently, there was an animated series. I know that one, but that one was originally based off of the movies, or the not the that was based off of the the original movie. Also, you know what's really good? Like it started off as a ripoff, like Tom and Jerry and Oz, but the sequel's actually like pretty good. I like it when they try different things. In the sequel, they try to re-add the jitterbug into the production. For those that don't know, jitterbug was a cut song that they had in the original one, which I guess the jitterbug is a character in like Oz, like in the books. But then you have Duckman as the Gnome King. And I think Rob Paulson is he the Tin Man or is he the Scarecrow? I don't know. I forget which. But anyway, I just thought the sequel was better. Especially with it's also a little bit of a reverse because you have the Scarecrow and the you basically have the Wizard of Oz crew coming to Earth and being like, ho ho, wow. This is different. And Dorothy's all like, yeah, assholes, this is how I felt. She didn't actually say that. What do you call that? Is that still an isekai? If it's like other people coming to your world? Or would you call that a reverse isekai? Do the Tin Men count as cyborgs? Headcanon in the movies. You know, they could. You know what? There was a Disney, not Disney, a sci-fi original series called Tin Man, and it was about a guy who was the Tin Man was a bounty hunter of some sorts, and the Scarecrow had like I don't know. They were like living. They were something to do with their brain. They were like living hard drives or zip drives or something. I forget what the deal with the lion was. Maybe they were just genetic experiments. Here, let's look up the. Let's see, how much time do we have left on this one? What? Oh, we still got plenty of time. Let's look up the synopsis for Tin Man sci-fi. Man, that must have been like at least 15 years ago, maybe 20. Tin Man, American TV series. Yeah. Yeah, it's going on 20 years now because it was 2007. Alan Cummings as Glitch. Who's Glitch? I think that was supposed to be the Richard Dreyfuss as Mystic Man. Raw. Okay, and DG, Dorothy. Okay, so they just renamed everyone. Okay, Sci-Fi Channel Mingle series, Sci-Fi Channel broadcast United States, Zoe Deschanel, cost $20 million to produce the first part of the miniseries with the highest rated program in its time slot. Okay, good for you. It was nominated for 9 Emmy Awards, winning 1. Okay, good for Sci-Fi Channel. Let's see. Okay, so DG is a small waitress, doesn't fit in Kansas, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, Oz is short for, it's OZ, and it stands for the outer zone, of course. Of course. Glitch. Okay, Glitch is, okay, that's the Scarecrow. Glitch is the Scarecrow. He had half of his brain removed. A former Tin Man law enforcement. Okay, Tin Mans are law enforcement officers. Pardon me. Hit the mic. Okay, Raw is clearly the Cowardly Lion. The Mobats are bat-winged monkeys. Yeah, I don't. Okay, it's just like a sci-fi adaptation of Wizard of Oz. Let's see what happens at the end. Okay, I just read the big twist at the end. Yeah, check it out for yourselves if you want to, or just read the miniseries. The Outer Zone. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty good little reinterpretation. Oh. Did I do it? Am I done? Am I done with this set? I think I am. Cool. Cool. Groovy. Wait. No. Found one thing. There's always one thing. Artwork is never done. It's just merely abandoned. Actually, no, I take that back. Sometimes it's done. I think that only counts with movies. The 80s He-Man movie is a reverse isekai. Well, I'm also thinking about that. That was a huge thing, like back in the 80s, when you had to have your budget. Your heroes go back to another world. Beastmaster 2. Through the Time Gate or Through the Time Portal. I forget what it was. That was one. Happily Ever After. No, wait, no, that's not what it was. Enchanted. That's what it was. Enchanted. They should make a live action Enchanted that is live action at the beginning and then animated for most of the movie. Like if Disney wanted to like really have some chutzpah, that's what I would do. Just a gag. Just do it. Screw it. Like make an animated movie, an animated version of Enchanted, where the beginning is live action and then most of it is just animated. Get a French studio to do it. Like the French are really good at animating like everyday life. Like again, there's Robot Dreams and The Illusionist. And that one weird French show where it wasn't a show, it was a movie where people were trying to. It's like The Suicide Shop, and it's run by a family. I can't tell if it was like full blown Addams Family vibes or not, but that one seemed interesting. I got to check that one out. Hold on, I'm re-warming up some coffee. Ooh, we're gonna have a pork loin tonight. Perfect. I can maybe marinate that a couple hours before we get ready to eat it. Just had a salami. Hey, May. I just had a salami sandwich. That sounds good. I'm actually getting kind of hungry. It's about 3 o'clock here. We got maybe about 3 more minutes. Yeah, this will be fine. We can shut this down and maybe I'll grab something to munch on. I think we're going to eat around 5, so I'll just make myself a little sandwich or something. That sounds good. Salami. Is it like hard salami or prosciutto or... Ooh, nice. Also, the original stage play of the Oz movie, the witch's counterpart on Earth had a telephone pole, fell on her and broke her legs. That's a happy ending where the Toto survived? That's a happy ending where Toto survived. What, did Toto die in the original? Hey, Tom. Isn't that just Page Master or Rockadoodle? Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about like the Disney trend of remaking all of their old animated movies into live action. And then just do that with Enchanted. Be like, oh, we're going to make Enchanted live action. But it was already live action, but it started off animated. So they're just reversing it. Nando's. What's Nando? Nando's. Is it spicy or is it savory? Nando's sauce. Oh, this stuff. Yeah, that does look good. Yeah, like Chipotle mayonnaise. Man, no, that's too heavy for now. Like I said, we may eat in about 2 hours. I was gonna say I've got a can of refried beans mixed with jalapenos. That sounds good. Something spicy. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, nope, that's too wide. Rockadoodle is fine. I mean, it loses the plot like maybe about... Yeah, it's a little bit all over the place. It's definitely better than some of the other Don Bluth stuffs. Actually, I like Rockadoodle more than I like Thumbelina, which apparently was considered the more successful movie. But I just think it had some more creative. Hey, thanks. How was your doggy walk? Yeah, I like it when things are a little bit more, even if it's bad, if it's still like creatively bad, it's still good. Like even that bizarre little like 15-second song that the frogs do. Like bounce, 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 bounce. Of course Goldie's a childhood crush. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And of course, we're not even going to mention a troll in Central Park. Oh God, that's when I was like, oh, this is just bad. Thumbelina is awful. I haven't watched it in decades. I guess I should try and rewatch it and see if it's any good, or just to see like what was it about. I tell you, a movie that I haven't thought about in years, but Thumbelina. When I think of Thumbelina, I think about The Princess and the Goblin. Because I remember going over to like my family was friends with this other family, and we would hang out, and I was like the oldest kid of let's see, I was gonna say they had they had like 3 little girls, and then it was me and my brother, and so we would just like they would play, and they had movies. And one of the movie they had was Thumbelina, and they also had The Goblin and the Princess, which actually I really liked. The Goblin and the Princess seems like a better version of A Troll in Central Park. Oh yeah, well, I'm sorry, I take it back. Thumbelina was Don Bluth's attempt at trying to do the Disney thing, and then Anastasia was his attempt to do the Disney thing that actually succeeded and became its own thing. So Anastasia is the better one. And then, of course, that was followed up by Bartok the Magnificent, which became super popular for its own reasons. I saw that on YouTube. It was free on YouTube, and YouTube does this weird thing, like where some movies they keep the comments on, and so you can be like, "Oh, isn't this nice? We can all like have a chat and reminisce about what's like popular." I clicked on Bartok, the Magnificent, thinking like, "Okay, boy, what are the comment sections in this going to be like?" And it's like, nope, disabled. And it's like, you cowards. I'm not even. Was he even involved with Bartok, or was it like a 50 Goes West situation where he wasn't. He was more hands off with it. Bartok the Magnificent is a 1999. They were probably like, screw it. 1999, the world's probably going to end. Tim Curry as the Skull? Okay. Oh, and Hank Azaria. I forgot he was Bartok. Oh, man. Okay, so let me see. Let me see what it was. No, Don Bluth directed it, and Gary Goldman, who did Land Before Time, Anastasia, Secret of Nim. Okay, good. Yeah, he's a rock star. The film shows Bartok's origins before becoming immortal. Wait, what? Before becoming immortal? Yeah, but how did Bartok become immortal? And also, he's just a good guy. And then, who was like, had a snake girlfriend? And then did Kelsey Grammer hook him up with Rasputin? Is that what happened? Kelsey Grammer, not once. I thought it was just like a whole different universe sort of thing, where it's like, screw it, this is just the same character in a different thing. Okay, Bartok, let's just ask, okay, AI, let's ask this burning question. How did Bartok meet Rasputin? Okay, yeah, that's actually better. I don't care how he became immortal. In the Disney animated film Anastasia, screw you, AI. You've already effed up. Okay. Bartok, a magical bat, no, he's not magical, meets Rasputin after he is exiled for treason. The bat or Rasputin? Rasputin sells his soul for a reliquary, which Bartok inadvertently helps him activate. Wait. Was Bartok in the flashback with the Romanovs? I've actually got to watch this now. Hold on. And come on, just give me the Anastasia, like the first 10 minutes of Anastasia. Come on, YouTube. Just give me that. Okay, come on. Well, Rasputin was with treason, but I don't think Bartok was just a freaking bat. I do like the inclusion of Baba Yaga in Bartok the Magnificent. I think that was a good like twist protagonist where you think like, oh, she's going to be evil, but like she's good. You think she's going to be like a different kind of evil from the Dragon Lady. Okay, Anastasia. It's got to be on YouTube for like free. Come on, just like show me it. YouTube free. And it better not be that. Okay, yeah. Will they let no comments? It was available, now it's not. Okay. They'll let you watch the Good Times version of Anastasia, which I will bet will reveal the same amount of information about how Bartok became immortal. Okay, I may need to check this out. I may need to do a deep dive and figure out what's going on here. Yeah, technically Disney owns it now, but you know. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we've been sitting on this last screen. That's her. This turned out really well. Was really happy with the way this one turned out. And I'm glad we talked about it today. Okay, I've got new commissions I need to take and do before I see you guys again. Yeah, Bartok was just kind of there. He's just kind of, I don't know. He was just kind of the bad guy sidekick. That's all. He was the pain and panic of Anastasia, where you feel like they're just kind of there, and you don't really feel like they're kind of evil for the evil's sake. You just feel, mommy, sorry, mommy, what? Ow. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna take a deep dive on Anastasia, and we will, the next time we show up, we will talk about that. In the meantime, if you guys could do me a favor and stay cool, stay safe, and stay tuned, we'll see what happens next time. Thank you all so much for your commissions and just being here and hanging out. It was really fun. I will get back to you later. Again, take care now. Bye-bye then. Where's my outro?